Hello, my amazing people. Welcome back. I greet you all with your time. How are you all doing? I hope so. Now they fine. Even as the country they turn upside down. No matter what, as they say, where there is life, there is hope. But my people, I just come share this video with Una. Una know this our brother, Banky W. He make a lot of sense, a lot of point in this video. Now say make I come share am for now. This video concern our youth. Yes, it's time we tell all this old cargo bye bye to politics because they have not been doing well in any area at all. Now failure na they be. So, if you watch this video to the end, you will agree with me that Banky W is very, very right. And he has a lot of points. He said our young people should get involved with politics. And you all should know what you want by now. We should not continue making the same mistake. In 2023, we will not make the same mistake that we have been making all these years, putting all this old cargo that before they can sit for 10 minutes, they're already sleeping on duty. Enough is enough. Our young people have to get involved. This one not be that one will be saying no concern me, no concern me. No. Even if you are outside the country, my brother, my sister, remember, anywhere where you go, one day, you go still come back. Home na home, nothing like home. If you like maybe a citizen for another country, stand and fight for your rights. Make we do it together. This one not be the one where they live for one person. As you can see, now everybody they get am hot. It's time. So guys, watch this video. Leave us your comment. Share it. Let know what you think about it. God bless you. Bye,
Government's
guys.
ban on Twitter is a shame. Banky W.
What if I tell you? What if I tell you, say, me where you see, I don't so see, where just a germinate.
Banky W, in an interview with Hip TV, states his take on the newly placed ban on Twitter. He expresses that it is a shame that despite all the numerous unpleasant happenings in Nigeria, the government prioritized placing a ban on Twitter.
I think that it's a shame that upon all the issues that we're facing as a nation, we're as unsafe as we've ever been. Kidnapping is on the rise, terrorism is on the rise, banditry is on the rise, armed robbery is on the rise. Our educational sector is in tatters, our healthcare is nothing to be proud of. Literally everywhere you turn in Nigeria, there are issues. And even with all of this going on, so because Twitter deleted a tweet from the president, the Nigerian government decides that the best course of action is to ban the service, which is a service that number one, the young people of Nigeria use to express themselves. And so you're infringing on their freedom of speech. That's number one. Number two, it's a service that young people use for business. It's how they advertise small businesses. It's how they make money. It's how influencers make money. It's how small business owners make money. And so the reaction automatically is to ban. I think it's sad when leaders lose any sense of empathy and any opportunity to dialogue and see reason, and their automatic reaction is to ban. I think I read somewhere that to a hammer, every opportunity is a nail. And so, there were peaceful protests instead of dialogue, instead of them trying to do what the young people were asking. They started looking for scapegoats. The central bank decided to freeze people's accounts. The central bank, the Nigerian government seized people's passports. I mean, it's almost like young people are in an abusive relationship with our country, and it's a country that we love, a country that we still believe in despite all of their behavior. And for me, I think that it's probably, in a weird way, I think it's good that all of this is happening now, because one of our biggest problems in this country is apathy. It's bigger than any one political party or any one player in the political space. It's just the sense of apathy where we've just given up. And I hope that actions like this push us to the wall, where we decide to speak up and stand up and push back and fight for this democracy, not in a violent way, but stand up for our democracy. And move from protesting to power. So we can't honestly protest about every problem that we have, but we can focus on power and who we allow to get into positions of power. I mean, all of this is going on, and where are our elected representatives? Where are our senators? Where are the people who are supposed to be speaking for us and fighting on our behalf? Surprisingly enough, everybody's quiet. And so I think right now, young people in Nigeria and outside of Nigeria need to use this moment as motivation. Use it as fuel. Let's use it to organize. Let's use it. I mean, 2023 is really not that far away. Let's use it to say, okay, who do we actually want to represent us in these various areas of the country? And let's start from the ground up. The problem is from the top down, but we can start lower and we can push back and we can speak up and we can organize ourselves and we can vote. And that's what captures my feelings on the entire issue. I think it's time for young people to take a stand. I think we have to be the generation that all of this nonsense stops with.
When asked how he's able to juggle politics and his music career while also being a family man, Banky said this.
A lot of people see politics as a dirty game. A lot of people see politics as a dangerous game. And those are very valid points of view. They're very valid opinions. But I'm also of the opinion that politics in Nigeria will forever remain dirty and dangerous if all of the good people continuously avoid it. Part of the reason that we are in this problem as a nation is that for decades we've avoided it. We've avoided the political space. We've avoided governance. We've decided to sit back and say, hey, it's only scumbags that become politicians. And the punishment, I think it was Plato that said the punishment for not getting involved in politics is that you'll be ruled by your inferiors. And so for decades, we've allowed our political space to rot. And now we're wondering why things are so bad. They're this bad because we've allowed it to become like this. I speak to young people all the time. Most of the time, they don't know who their representative is. They don't know who their state houses of assembly members are. They don't know who their senators are. They don't know who their local government chairman is. And these are all positions that are supposed to represent you. These are all positions that have a direct impact on your way of life in your constituency. And so, honestly, getting involved in politics is difficult. It's draining. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. I probably lost more money in that process than any other thing that I've done in my life. But it was absolutely worth it because somebody has to do it. We have to start to understand that some of us will have to pay the price. Some of us will have to stick our necks out. Some of us will have to push back against the system. Some of us will just have to try. And we may never get there, and it's fine. We will continue to push back. We will continue to stand up. We will continue to speak up. We will continue to put ourselves forward. We will continue to take this position because, we look at places like Yankee, and in the US, we all saw the kind of inspirational campaign that Barack Obama ran. But I read somewhere that Rosa Parks sat in the back of the bus so that Martin Luther King could walk and march, and Martin Luther King marched so that Barack Obama could run. So maybe all we're doing is planting a seed that maybe we won't even be the ones to benefit from it, but we'll plant the seed and we'll water it. And one day, sooner than later, we will turn this country around. I strongly believe that. And as many like minds that believe it, play your part, do something, join a party. It can be, we can create a third force, we can join the existing ones. Just be involved in the process, and in the very least, get your card. Anybody that tells you votes don't count is not paying attention, because during every election cycle, politicians go out and spend massive amounts of money bribing people to vote for them. If they knew that they didn't need to do that, they wouldn't waste the money. They do it because they need votes that will count. Now, the easiest way to rig is when everybody doesn't show up. And that's what has been happening. We're not showing up. And so people can sway these numbers with the votes that they've bribed for. So I think it's time to get together. It's time to organize ourselves. It's time to stand up. It's time to speak up. It's time to get involved. It's time to play a part. The time for just talking or posting is over. Even posting, you can see that they have already come for that. So hopefully we take this as motivation. Hopefully we take this as fuel. Hopefully we play our part in turning this country around. I firmly believe that we can. It's definitely worth a thought. it's absolutely worth a shot. Right now, and it's not just about 2023, it's not just about the next election, this is about the next generation, this is about the state of our nation from now going forward.